welcome to another episode of a Barber's Connection podcast. I am your host, Chris, and just before we get started, we are just gonna give a quick shout out to my boy Nelson. Again, stickers are here; they are finally here. Look how they look on your water bottle. They look pretty solid. Look, good spacing. He's got a bunch of stickers on his thing, but without further ado, let's get to know our first guest. Or not our first guest, our other guest, our new guest.
Hello, hi, I'm Manny. My name is Manuel Gudiel. I appreciate you having me on here, big dog.
Appreciate you for coming out.
Oh, man. I don't appreciate the shirt, as everyone.
First of all, I saw
as
you
everyone.
I saw your sorry ass hat that you were wearing, and I was just like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna wear this shirt." I had a whole different shirt in mind, but then I saw you with your hat, and I was like, I can't just do that shit. I can't just go down. But I mean, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you again for having me. I'm not very familiar with podcasts or being on any, but I did, when you brought up the idea of being on this one, it really did interest me, and we'll probably get into that a little down the line. But my name is Manuel Gudiel. I'm born in New Jersey, but I've been raised...
For real?
Yeah, I was raised in California my whole life.
Deadass did not know this till right now.
My girlfriend swears that I can't say I'm from Jersey. I lived there for 1 year, and then I was raised in California for the rest of my life.
You really can't.
I mean, I have family there. Does that count?
Nah, it's like, bro, it's like saying I got family out in Mexico. I'm Mexican. Never mind.
Exactly.
But it's like saying I got family out in freaking all these other places, and
you're from there.
Yeah, I'm from there. I'm not from there for sure.
Hey, just shout out New Jersey. Love y'all. But I'm from California. I was raised here all my life. I lived near Dodger Stadium, Atwater Village, Glendale, now to the Valley, where I've grown to meet a lot of our similar friends. And yeah, I'm 28 years old. Failed actor and performer. No, that's a joke. I'm really big into entertainment. I've tried busting in the industry a couple times, but it's a long dream to have.
Facts. No,
Yeah.
I feel like it's everyone's dream to be able to like not have to do this whole like really this 9-to-5 stuff, or to where it's now you can do. You're free to move about your business and the way you want to do things.
Yeah, I was talking to someone else there a couple of days ago. Just funny enough, like now when you talk to kids and stuff, when you ask them what they want to be, like most of the time they always say influencers.
They say
I want to make YouTube videos. And I remember like when I was younger, I would watch like gaming videos. I'd be like, damn, I want to do that. Like, but I want to do it for fun. I didn't want to do it to like make money and stuff. Now it's like kids are like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I just want to make a bunch of money and like make stupid ass videos.
And it's, what's crazy? You bring that up, and like. Bro, I've talked to kids about it, and like me being a barber, bro, and obviously social media has a big impact on this, but like a lot of people will be like, oh, I want to be an influencer, I want to do this, I want to be a barber, this and that, and because they hear like, oh, they're making tens of millions of dollars, and don't get me wrong, you can do that eventually. But like, bro, you have to kind of start from the ground up, and that's something that a lot of people don't see and don't realize, that to do this, it's a mission, and it's not just a simple like, oh, one day I woke up and I'm chilling, I'm gonna be an influencer, making all this money, making all this bread for what I want to do. Because like, bro, even this like YouTubing stuff, obviously. Like me posting on YouTube, posting on Spotify. Soon, I hope to be on Apple Podcasts, but for now, we're on Spotify. We're on YouTube TV. I mean YouTube. But like all this right now, bro, it's a hustle, bro. Because right now I'm doing this, and before we started recording, I was telling you about how much all this like setup cost me, and like this all has came out of my pocket. Shout out to Afterpay, because low key Afterpay.
I saw you guys were talking about that in the last episode.
Yeah, bro. Afterpay really helped me out, bro. It helps out so much.
Honestly, you're the one who kind of put me on with when I got my dog too, and you mentioned like I was telling you how it was something I wanted to do, but getting like dog food and it's care, vet bills, insurance. Like it just piles up, and not everyone is in the best spot. Also, the economy is kind of fucked right now.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's just
definitely.
it helped. It helped though.
But yeah,
For sure.
like bro, like this is one of those things that I really push for to really do. I'm doing this. I mean, because I enjoy it. I enjoy having conversations. I enjoy talking to people. So especially hearing people's lives. Like, bro, I didn't like obviously tell just right now.
I'm from New Jersey.
I didn't know you were born in New Jersey. Like that shit is crazy to me. Is your sister also was born in?
She was born in here. She was born in California.
Born in California. Okay, so you were just the only
But
one.
yeah, me, it was random. Like my mom was just over there in New Jersey. Like I said, we had family over there, and actually, my dad had went to prison. He got incarcerated in New York.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's what had happened, and they went over there to visit or whatever, and I just popped out, and then they came back to California right after.
Damn, that's dope. Okay, that's just crazy.
Little crazy side quest, lore drop, but it's funny just
damn, straight dropping just pins like that, bro. It's
just
crazy.
learning people's differences or their beginnings.
Definitely, because I feel like everyone's got a story, and why not start from the beginning? But damn, New Jersey, okay.
Sorry, like that I feel like that's my biggest thing is trying not to get sidetracked from all these conversations.
Bro,
you branch off from this conversation and this conversation.
And that, bro, that's the one thing. That's why when, like I said, when people would ask me, like, oh, even including you, like when you ask me, like, hey, what's this podcast gonna be about? What are you gonna be talking about? I can't really tell you like a little a set thing because it's like, bro, I'm always gonna be branching off into different things. Different things and just going into a whole different conversation of how all of that goes because, bro, I can never just
stick on one.
Then the moment I started thinking about something else, like, bro, like,
let me ask you about this.
Bro, and you being in the chair, you've seen how like there's times where we're having a whole ass conversation, full blown conversation, and I'm just like, stop completely, and then just like,
it's always the phone check, and you're like, wait, let me tell you about this real quick.
Yeah, and then, bro, it's the craziest thing. But like, bro, right now I just got a message from somebody saying about another episode, but shit. I mean,
I can go on a little more about myself too. I give a very general, just little insert on me. I was raised in California, like I said. I've lived all around. I've lived in Seattle for a little bit, Arizona for a stint. Just little here and there, but mostly California. I moved to the Valley was like 2011, 2010. That's where I met like a lot more of the friends who I have now. I feel like when when you're younger, a lot of the people you lose contact with, like elementary school, middle school, depending where you grow up too. But like 2011 is where I really consider is like my life really started because growing into myself and I was getting to know myself and actually just growing up really, had a big effect on me. And grew up in Panorama. Now after 2011, I've lived all around Panorama, Canoga Park, freaking Balboa. Now I'm in Burbank. I've lived all around, and I'm from here now. I love it here. This is the only place I really think I could live. I've talked to people about this, and I feel like here, New York, I feel because it's kind of similar in a way.
Fuck no, it's not, bro.
In the way that it's busy and there's always shit happening. Also, it's a walkable city. Like it's kind of cool. Everything's really clumped too. LA's like everything's crowded, but you need a car here is the thing. You can't just walk around. You can take the bus and shit, but it's gonna take you 3 hours to get somewhere.
Facts,
which
true.
I'm droning on, but I'm from LA, love it here, and I can't really tell you too much more. You'll get to know me a little more as we talk.
About it. So I mean, at the moment in time, right now we're recording this episode. It's actually 4:20. Bro, I've been debating on this. I don't know if you know these. Like I was looking up some facts about like 4:20.
Yeah, man.
But low-key, I haven't been bringing this one up because I talked to M and I talked to another one of my boys about it. But do you know 420 is actually Hitler's birthday?
I didn't know that, actually.
That was crazy. Like, when I first, like, obviously, growing up, you hear about this whole, like, 420 smoking. Like, this was a big thing. And, like, I was just like, damn, where did it start? where did it?
You looked up the wiki origins of
I really
420.
did. So it says it's rumored that the 420 holiday originated in California with teens in the 1970s, where five kids in San Rafael, California, known as the Waldos, used 420 as a code to meet at 4:20 p.m. to smoke weed under a statue in search of Saint Louis Pasteur, in search of a hidden marijuana patch.
You know, I didn't fucking know.
Bro, I didn't know that shit. I remember.
Makes sense. It was originated in California, though. I think.
I mean, bro, for as long as I heard of 420, I remember listening to Bone Thugs, and you know they talk about smoking and 420 and all that. That's all I ever.
Where it started for you, huh?
That's where it started for me. But yeah, bro.
That's funny you mentioned that because I didn't know any of those facts. For me, 420 was really introduced like high school for sure. But funny enough, I wasn't very into smoking in high school. I played football and like I did a little sports here and there, but like not much. And then with the smoking, I remember trying it and not really like feeling anything from it. So I think that's what really put me off. But I'm kind of grateful for that because I discovered it later on in life a little more, where I feel like I enjoy it now for a different reason, you know?
Facts.
I feel like when you're in high school, you're trying to get high and you just want to do stupid shit.
Facts.
You know, like now
Very
it's
true.
like, now it's to relax for me. It's like when I want to go to sleep or when I want to just like chill out, watch a movie or something. Like getting high watching a movie is one of the best experiences you can do. If you can stay up. I know most people like smoke and they start getting sleepy,
Bro.
which I feel, but you know, I'm a true smoker. I've been smoking for years now and like my tolerance is at a point where, I mean, it's not terrible, but it takes a little bit for me to get there. But that also has to do with the many pothead friends I have, which I love them all. Shout out.
All of them.
If you smoke, even if you're not my friend, you smoke. Shout out to you, because.
I mean, you brought up your experience on smoking. Can you tell me like what's the best experience you had smoking? Marijuana, by the way.
Marijuana.
We're not talking about anything else.
Not talking about anything else.
Anything crazy. We're just talking strictly about marijuana.
Honestly, maybe when I got introduced into like dabs, because dabs are kind of hardcore, but like that high is indisputably like better than anything else. Or also when I was in high school, the weed pen wasn't invented yet. There was no such thing as like when you would vape, it was nic.
Yeah.
So there's no weed vapes or anything. So like around 2018, I guess 2017 when they started getting bigger is when I got introduced. So like finding that out, like knowing I can smoke on anywhere, because you know before that it was like, oh, you had to roll weed up or you had to put it in an apple, or you had to put it in a pen cap and smoke it. No, like when I discovered weed pens, that was probably like one of the most incredible things. Dabs too, I'll say that.
And then the not having to be like smelling like
dank, dank anywhere you go, which you know, like personally I don't mind, but like obviously you want to go to a restaurant or you're trying to hang out or trying to do something after you smoke, it's like you can't really go because you reek anywhere you go.
And it's crazy because before it was very looked upon as like a
looked down upon,
really. Like like a really like, oh, it's a bad thing. Now you can go somewhere and you get a whiff of it and you're like, damn, who's smoking? Yeah, someone's smoking, you know.
Loud as hell.
But now, yeah, exactly. But you know, before it was like, damn, somebody's smoking, you know. Different environment, different
time, really.
Different time, honestly. For sure.
But like you see how now it's it's been taxed. It's something that it's been kind of regulated, and hopefully it's something that can be done nationwide, because I feel like weed, out of everything, weed is like the least.
You know, there's actually
or craziest of all these drugs.
In the United States, there's only 4 states in the United States that don't have it legally.
Really?
Yeah, it's 4.
Oh, I thought it was only 4 who had it legally.
No,
shows you how much I know.
Damn, yeah, it goes, bro, it's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
What about?
Hey, I can already name them.
But what about like the worst one you can think of? Experience wise.
Oh man.
I think I know what you're thinking about.
You know what? I gotta bring it up,
bro.
So
we're not gonna bring up where
it
was that,
who or what, but it was a friendly function. Emphasis on friendly, because it wasn't like one of those.
It was supposed to be one of these wholesome parties where we're celebrating a birthday.
Mm-hmm. And we're doing an activity too. That was the big thing. Is like we're all group doing an activity, and our crazy ass.
Bro,
group
no,
of
that
friends.
the homie that came in that gave it to everybody is the one that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like it was just wild to me.
Yeah, honestly, I still think it's a set. It was a setup. I feel like it was an assassination attempt.
So, bro,
But I won't lie, I have an issue with control sometimes. So sometimes when I see something, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should take like 4 of them and see if I really.
how many
feel
did
it.
you take that day?
I took. Well, the thing that was given was an edible, but it was a high dose.
Super high dose
super high
on a
dosage,
strip.
like
it was
200.
a sour
I
patch.
took like a
Sour
block
Patch
and a
Strip.
half, which
Damn.
I think each block was like 100 milligrams.
No, I think it was more.
Or like something like that.
It was crazy.
Because honestly, that night's kind of a blur to me. But I know like 3 people almost passed out. Me being almost one of them. When I got home, after I embarrassingly, my sister even told me after, like, she felt like shit because I kind of forced her to leave because I asked her to take me home because I was like shaking and fucking had the cold sweats and I was like in the corner with a blanket on trying to be cool, trying to hold my shit. But yeah, we ended up leaving early, got home. I threw up so much.
Bro, okay.
And I knocked the fuck out.
So just to give you guys kind of like a context of how this story went on, right? So this one of our homies showed up and was like, "Hey, you guys want edibles?" And at that time, I wasn't smoking, I wasn't doing weed, nothing like that, right? And so
You had a front row seat.
I had a front row seat to everything. So, but so you know, we hand them out to whoever took one. And look, yes, to this day, I still feel bad for Emmeline because I gave one to her, and that shit was bad. But we're not gonna talk about that story. But so I remember, you know, after everything was handed out, he hits us with, "Bro, I took that the other day, and I was high for like 3 days straight."
No.
And I'm like,
I remember hearing that and going, "Oh shit."
yeah. And bro, like it was crazy because. We heard that and we're just like, what the fuck? We're like, oh, it's not gonna be like we're trying. And keep in mind, he told me that. I wasn't trying to tell that to Em because I was like, that's just gonna just get
Freak
into her
out.
head and then she's gonna freak her out and then it's over, right? But yeah, and then bro, I remember as people were going down, I was just like, fuck, like this shit is bad. Like I remember you going, like you were like, I was like, yeah, I was like, you're not good. I could see it.
God.
And then the owners of the house, I remember my brother asking him, "Hey, big dog, you good?" And you know, usually when you're with the homies and you tell them like, "Hey, you good?" They're usually like, "Yeah, yeah." Even if they're not good, they're like, "Yeah, I'm good." But that day he was
honest,
bro. He was like,
so honest.
"Fuck no, I'm not." And I was like, "Damn, like that shit is wild to me," and that shit just tripped me out. It was so crazy, so funny, but.
Yeah, that was definitely my crazy experience.
That was probably your
worst,
worst
I guess,
one,
just because
right?
like the context of the situation we were in. Yeah, I do feel bad still, but you know we get over it.
Facts, no.
Love, all love.
I couldn't, bro. And now it's just.
I'm glad you didn't have to go through that.
Bro,
but you did
I'm
have a
glad
front row
I did.
seat, which I didn't know actually.
Yeah, I did. It was
Because like I said, that night's kind of a blur to me.
bro. That whole night was just weird, crazy. But I mean, this weekend just passed. I mean, I've been hearing it for 2 weeks straight. But the whole Biebercella.
You know what? What I heard about it was the YouTube videos thing.
Okay,
His
like, there's
show
been a
thing.
bunch of. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my water. But there's been a bunch of like different stories I've seen, different things I've heard, and like, bro, like obviously I heard about like the whole like Billie Eilish being super in love with like that's her celebrity crush is Justin Bieber. And she got like just this past weekend got brought up on stage and they sang sang one less lonely girl to her.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
she just lost it and she lost it, you know. And
You know what?
and but you know what's crazier is that Justin Bieber's wife actually pushed her to go on stage for that song.
Hey,
so
look,
it's like,
you know, that's one thing. You know, I'm not too familiar with their relationship, Justin Bieber. I obviously know about him. My sister was a huge fan of his growing up.
Really?
Yeah, I remember watching Never Say Never in theaters.
I never saw that movie. To this
Come
day,
on.
I still have not seen that movie.
You gotta watch that sometime.
Yeah?
I didn't like him when I was younger, and that was definitely like, maybe I was just hating her. But now I got respect for him, man. He's a good artist. The Biebercella thing, we'll touch on that right now. Hailey Bieber, though, I feel like she pushes for her man, and that's real love. Like,
Facts.
I don't know, like everyone talks about the relationship or like whatever. Again, I'm not too familiar with everything that goes on between them, but like I remember at the Grammys, that's where I saw it, where he performed. He came out in his, I think it was in his boxers or whatever. She was just she was living for it. Everyone catcalling her man and shit. I love that. I love that.
Facts.
Just pushing on because he's literally one of the most famous people in the world, so it's kind of hard to
one of them,
be mad over that. Okay. Yeah, the Biebercella thing I found very interesting. For me, it was the performance thing because people said he just got on YouTube and he was just searching videos.
Yeah, and that he was apparently playing like his old music and he was singing he was singing it. Like, look, my thing is, bro, like at the end of the day, you're this man has not performed in a minute.
Yeah.
So the fact that
it's tough to book him at least.
Exactly. Sure. So the fact that he was able to do this whole like, even if it was just performing for through YouTube, showing these videos and him singing it, like, bro, people. The thing about it is that people are expecting this huge performance, the lights, the big set pieces, because now people have gotten accustomed to that. Oh, have dancers, have lights, have all this, have all that, right? But bro, you got to think of it. At the end of the day, bro, these people are just regular people, bro, living a famous lifestyle, And like, bro, like sometimes you just want to sit there, reminisce about your old shit that you used to do and listen to. And I feel like that, I mean, I based off of seeing it on YouTube, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
You know what? To add on to that too, I saw online somewhere. I don't know how true this is because you can't really believe everything you hear online. But he got paid $10 million to be there. I think if you're getting paid $10 million to perform, I think you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want.
You really can.
He's an artist. He truly is an artist. Like you may not like his music or whatever, but if you just take the time to kind of look into his things and just like see. If you look earlier in his career, you can see the effort that he put into it. But like now, I feel like it's really artistry. There's so many different artists that you can look throughout the past years and see like the similar trajectory. It's on a different basis because it's 2026 opposed to like let's say like Prince in the 2010s.
Of course,
because he had to reinvent himself. Prince has been making music since the 80s, but it's very like to me, I feel like it's a very similar. Wavelength that they're on, but I like it. I love it. I'm all for it. I'm all
exactly. For it. And like obviously there was all these cool artists, and I was telling Em, I was like, yo, like maybe we should go to Coachella next year.
Damn. But really, honestly, festivals like that
festivals in general are super fun.
Yeah, I bet
festivals are super fun. Don't get me wrong. When you're around the right. Like, because again, there's some festivals where some people are a little too much.
Yeah.
But like, there's some festivals that like you can really just be like, oh, this is dope. The environment is dope. When you got a dope environment, bro, you got a dope amount of people.
Yeah.
Around you, because there's some where you can go and chill vibes all around. Oh, I bumped into you, my bad. But then there's some of those festivals where people are super obnoxious, and some people. I mean, let's be quite honest. They can't handle the substance they're taking to the point where they don't know how to act as a person, and it gets a little annoying. But
I mean, same with like sporting events and shit.
Same thing with sporting events for sure.
The Rams. I mean, all the viral videos. We live here in LA, so we see all those viral videos of fans fighting.
Bro,
Dodger fans too. I mean, yes, it's in some instances, but the Rams is where I see most of them.
Facts. Like, talking about that, bro. Like, so this year the Cowboys play the Rams here at SoFi.
That's gonna be crazy.
So I'm like, bro,
the Packers play the Rams here in SoFi this year too.
Damn, so they're just getting fucked all around.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, I mean the Rams are gonna be they're a top team. I won't lie.
I'm not saying who's getting fucked, but somebody's getting fucked.
That's for sure.
Somebody's getting fucked, right? But yeah. Some people don't. Yeah, like you said, don't know how to act. Some people just act a fool.
Mm-hmm.
But
it just shows the lack of experience, and because like for me, I feel like as you get older, you definitely know what you like. And you know how you are when you take things, when you do things, when you drink, when you again like take things. It's important to know like the limit. Which back to like 420 real quick. I feel like I'm a big pothead. I love it and stuff, but definitely like control has helped me enjoy it more. Because like I have had days where like from the moment I wake up it's like smoking, and like man that shit tires you out. But like for me it's helped like rewarding myself when I do something, when I take out the trash, when I clean the living room, and like then I smoke. That definitely has helped me like gauge where and when I can smoke, and like how much to take or whatever, just so the days aren't wasted.
I'm a very big when I do smoke, I'm a very big excuse me person that I think, bro, my mind just goes.
Just wanders, huh?
Just no, not necessarily wanders, but just focuses a little extra,
yeah.
and I'm like really paying attention to what I'm doing, like what I'm like if I need to lock in on something. Obviously, like you said, control. Obviously, there you know yourself, and you know that line of like, damn, this is gonna make me slump.
Yeah.
And this is gonna get me good,
Yeah.
like where I'm gonna be focused. So I'm kind of like I get there, but definitely makes a difference on the way you see things, the way you feel things.
For sure. So find your limit.
So yeah, find your limit and know it.
Stick with it.
But keeping with the whole Biebercella, what's your favorite Justin Bieber song? Do you have a Justin Bieber favorite one?
All time.
Probably
Baby, just because that one's so iconic.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Baby, so that girl, you went to Vista, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that girl that comes out in that video with him?
Yeah.
So she actually came to Vista to perform like before she even blew up.
Really?
Yeah, she came one time. At least when I was there, she came and did a whole performance, and she makes music herself actually. And then Young Drake comes out in that video.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. So, but yeah, so.
That one, I probably have a couple others, but I can't really bring them off the top of my head. He has a recent song, though. That recent one. He performed at the Grammys, too, and I'm forgetting how it went, too. But that's a really good song, too.
No, facts. I think mine was, bro, the one that's been stuck in my head, because I've been on, as you pulled up, you saw I was on
You had the playlist going.
I got the whole playlist going, but, the Beauty and the Beat one.
Beauty and the Beat's a really good song.
Bro, it's just so catchy. Yeah. And I catch myself singing it in my head, and I'm like...
That's so real, honestly.
I'm like, bro, that shit's crazy to me. But you're a big movie person. I know that for a fact.
I am.
You're a big movie person. I don't know if you've seen... Netflix is coming out with a movie for... Are you into WWE and wrestling?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I'm just double checking,
I'm Hispanic. I'm from California. Hell yeah.
You're not from California. You're not from California.
I mean,
you're from Jersey, all right?
I think if you live somewhere over 5 years, you can kind of say you're from
there. Right?
Transplant.
But did you see that Pedro Pascal was gonna play Eddie Guerrero in a movie that they're gonna make, that Netflix is making for?
I didn't know that he was gonna play Eddie Guerrero. I did know that there was an Eddie Guerrero movie gonna be made, but I didn't know Pedro Pascal was gonna be.
And the only reason I saw it was because it came up on my For You page, and I was like, yo, this guy, and look bro,
shit, huh?
It was a cover, and it was Pedro Pascal as Eddie Guerrero, and bro, I kid you not, if you look it up right now, you look at the picture and it looks exactly like him.
Ooh.
So and bro, Pedro Pascal to me is a super dope actor in general.
Yeah. A-list for sure. I mean, from what he started to now, yeah, his growth has been incredibly huge. David could probably tell you, you'll have him on an episode eventually.
Hopefully.
When we first watched Game of Thrones, it was something that we both got into. I started watching it, and we lived together at the time, so we really got into it when season 4 hit.
Shit.
Season 4 hit. The best season of Game of Thrones. One of the best seasons of Game of Thrones.
Look at that.
Oh, shit. I'm not lying. I think that's fake.
You think so?
I think that's fake. I feel like I've seen this photo before.
Don't tell me.
But I don't know. You can't believe everything you see on the radio, on the internet. But
bro, don't tell me that, because I've been hyped as fuck about that shit, bro. I've been so hyped.
I think the movie is for sure. The casting, I haven't heard anything, and like you said, I am really into movies. I usually find all the rumored stuff, but I don't know everything.
I'm out here bringing you fake ass news and shit, and you fucking just burning me.
I'm here to debunk it for you.
For real.
No, that's just. I mean, honestly, I don't know. But I'm down for it. I love Eddie Guerrero. I think he was one of the most influential wrestlers of all time.
Especially being Hispanic.
Yeah. Being from Mexico, being Hispanic, and bringing that energy to the WWE, making it bigger, and then Rey Mysterio was soon after, and Chavo Guerrero, and, we started seeing this influx of Spanish wrestlers
to where it is now. Like
where it is now,
I don't
yeah.
watch it too much now, but like I see some of them and I'm just like, yeah, there's a bunch of Hispanic
and not even that, like
cultured-
just the multicultural. Like, you see more wrestlers. Like now, I'm the same. Like I haven't really kept up with it. I think the last WrestleMania I watched was like 2 years ago.
WrestleMania was
ago.
actually
It was just like last weekend, wasn't
and
it?
it's crazy because, bro, I remember watching WrestleMania, and WrestleMania used to be one day only.
Yeah.
Bro,
Now
now
it's
they
like 2-3 days.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think they even one of my clients actually went to WrestleMania this weekend, and he was telling me there's a meet and greet on one day.
For all the wrestlers? Like, you meet all of
I
them?
don't know exactly.
Whoever.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a meet and greet, and then they have all these other little like panels and shows and things that happen. But yeah, it's like a 3-4 day thing.
SummerSlam was always my jam, or
Really?
Survivor Series. Like they had so many different pay-per-views that like I remember so vividly, and you know, Jeff Hardy, all-time favorite wrestler. Jeff Hardy was one of my. I love the armbands, the tattoos, the face paint. Randy Orton became one of my favorites. Just he's evil. Edge, one of the greatest ever too. Like I can go on and on, but Eddie Guerrero definitely defined a generation, and just like seeing how missed he is and how people still talk about him just shows his impact.
And it's
like,
crazy because, like, bro, like we're in 2026 right now. When he unfortunately passed away was in 2005, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So the fact that like
years,
it's like 21 years, like it's so crazy, and like yeah, like you said, it's one of those things that he paved the way for
other
races other than. You know, the races,
other cultures, other people wanting to come into. You know, there's more people from the UK. There's people from Africa, India. Like I've seen just an influx of wrestlers. And
bro,
stuff,
you remember the
cool.
Boogeyman?
I do remember the Boogeyman,
dude.
That guy scared me.
That boy used to scare the hell out of me. You know, my
shaking with the
Rodney. Rodney used to be able to do the whole little shaking.
His little dance.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask him next time.
I don't know if he can still do it, but like when he was younger, he was like super skinny, super bony, and like bro, he could do it. Like it, like you could. I was just like, damn. But bro, that first of all, that kid is fucking talented in itself because this boy can do right about everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. So yeah, bro, that whole bro, did you know those were actual real worms?
Yeah, I didn't know about that. When I tell you I was obsessed with WWE for a cool minute in my life,
I was
obsessed. What?
The worms?
No, not that. I never that.
You're
never
like,
that.
I'm not.
I was more. I was
I'm
more
here, and then this is where it was.
I was like right under that bar for sure. No, I was definitely like imitating wrestling moves and like jumping off the bed and shit.
Facts, me too, yeah. Bro. Me and Rodney used to get in trouble all the time.
So wrestling
because we're wrestling. But bro, like
me and my sister too. Which I got another funny story about, crazy story about that.
Let me listen. But let me tell you mine, and then you can tell me yours, bro. Like, bro, we used to put it this way. I mean, you seen Rodney now is me and him are the same in stature, right? Bro, before this man was skinny as heck. Like,
was he taller than you?
No, he's taller than me now.
Yeah. But like before?
No. Before, no, he was short, super skinny. So he was tiny, and like, bro, and I've always been a bigger, more on the heftier side kid. So when we would wrestle,
throwing his ass around,
bro, I'd launch him. To me was like light little launches, right? But to him, because he was so small, so skinny, this boy was, you know. And bro, we used to get in trouble for sure. But you were saying, you have a sister about, a story about your sister.
You know my sister Celeste.
Yeah.
Shout out Celeste. She has a scar on her forehead, and I'm the reason that she has that scar. Cause I'm an idiot. And
bro, now that next time I see her, I'm gonna be like right there, just trying to
go. You can't miss it, cause we used to, my mom, other people, my uncle would make fun of her, call her Cancia, cause she had a little slit with the piggy bank.
Oh damn.
But wrestling moves, we used to, choke slam on the bed and choke slam off the sofa onto the bed, onto the sofa couch or whatever. This time we're at Uncle's house and the Great Khali. I was doing one of his moves. I don't even think he does this shit in real life. It was on the fucking video game that I saw. I grabbed her by her ankles and I was spinning her. And, like in the game, he lets go and they flow across the ring and shit. But like, it was a little too close to a dresser and I banged the corner of the dresser right on her forehead. It was awful. I was crying. I was crying like I got hurt. Yeah, my mom whooped my ass. deservingly. I'm not even mad at that because I think that was definitely after that is like when we stopped playing around like that for sure. Like there's a joke around here and there, but I felt so bad. And now she jokes about it and she goes, "Oh yeah, it gives me personality and stuff." But like, yeah, that's one thing I'm just like, damn, I'm so sorry, girl. I'm
That shit
so
was
sorry I did
wild.
that to you.
That's crazy. Okay. So can I mean, I want to bring it up because it's one of those funny things, but can you show
Absolutely.
us? Can you show us your hidden trick that you can do?
Of course.
That shit is crazy to me. Can you tell me like a little bit of what happened? Like
Of course. I
how it
don't know
happened?
how much you saw that, but I just removed my tooth. Back in 4th grade, me being a little idiot playing at Doris Place Elementary, it was after school, or close to after school, maybe like 15, 20 minutes before we got out. Our teacher let us out for like a little recess. We're just going to play for the last 15 minutes and then go home. And we're playing around the handball courts, and there's the benches next to the handball courts where you sit, where you wait for your turn or whatever. And I remember my friend Marlon was sitting facing this way, and I came up behind him, and I was about to like lean on him, put my whole, my weight on his shoulder and like say something to him. And literally the second I was about to put my elbow down on his shoulder, he ran and he like moved away. So in the process of going downward, I just went all the way down and just went face first into the asphalt. And the way I landed was kind of like this. So my tooth pushed upwards, or it pushed in, and when I stood up, I just felt my face like hot, and like it felt like obviously I got hit in the face. But I got up and I looked around and I did this, and the second I like raised my lips, my tooth just slid out, the whole thing, the root and all. It was like that big.
That's wild.
It was disgusting. And me being, how old are you in 4th grade? Like 12?
No, bro,
like
you're like
10.
9,
Right?
9 or 10, 8 maybe.
I can never put ages to memories. I swear,
Bro,
I remember. I misforget how old I am all the time. As an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, I freaked out when I saw the tooth slide out of my fucking mouth, and then blood just started like dripping out. I started running around the whole player, like, my tooth, my tooth, and yeah, I was freaking out. And shout out to one friend who grabbed me. Well, I guess she went to the bathroom real quick, grabbed some napkins. She grabbed me, she grabbed my tooth, and she walked me to the nurse. Her name was Christina. I don't remember her last name, but she was the nicest person, and she's the only one who grabbed me and calmed me down and took me to the nurse. I was crying my eyes out.
And you guys are the same age?
You're the same age, yeah.
Damn,
shows you how composed she was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
cool,
she was
calm,
like,
and
let me
collected
lock
like
in,
that?
let me grab you, we gotta go. Yeah. Went to the nurse, they called my parents. They felt so bad for me, and I felt like an idiot, honestly. Story's not over yet, though. 1 week later,
So wait, okay, so they take you to the office. What happens to your tooth?
Oh, well, they had the tooth with me. They had the tooth in the little napkin that they brought with me, and we just kept it. We just kept it with me. And then my dad took me to the dentist, or my mom did. I forgot. And we were gonna talk about how to put it back in. Obviously, I don't think I was able to put or slide it back in. That's what my brother told me. He's like, you should have just slid it back in. I was like, bro. He told me this years later. I was like, bro, I was like 8.
Wait, so how many siblings? Because the one I think I've only met Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
How many siblings do you have?
I have Celeste is my younger sibling. She's 5 years younger than me from my mom's side. I have from mom and dad's side. From my mom's side, Celeste is the youngest. She's 5 years younger than me. And I have an older sister from my mom's side and an older brother from my mom's side. From my dad's side, I have a few older brothers. There's a few I don't know. I have Manolo, he's one I know. I have Kike, he lives in Guatemala. I've never met him, but I know him. And then I have a sister, younger sister from my dad's side, Haley. So that's like 6 right there. But I think I have a couple other brothers from my dad that like I'm not too familiar with this. So it's like around that, like 8 in total, maybe 6.
Give or take 6.
Yeah,
7.
yeah. We're not. Right, I might just leave now.
But okay, so your brother told you slip it back in, and then
And I was like, that's fucking stupid. I was like 8, and I wouldn't have done that. It would have hurt too much. But they called my parents. They got me out of that situation. A week later, though, it's actually nutrition recess time, and we were really into Jackass. Me and my friend group back in elementary school. So we would just do a bunch of stupid stunts. And this time,
back then or right now too?
back then, now I have to be a lot more careful because Going to the hospital costs money.
Bro.
It's expensive.
That's the only reason we. That's the only reason we don't go as
very
hard
expensive.
as we
Yeah.
need we would like to, because it's expensive as fuck.
Exactly. You know, David likes to climb on the roofs and shit and pour alcohol and shit. It's like, yeah, it'd be fun, but like, I don't want to fall and then like have to go to the hospital and have to pay for it all after. Yeah. A week later, we're doing stupid stuff. My friend held my arms behind my back and he was spinning me, and someone rolled the ball to my feet. And I could show you this if we were standing up, but pretty much he rolled the ball to my feet, and the friend who was spinning me with my arms behind my back didn't let go, so I got dragged to the floor, and he just kind of dragged me across, and then he let go. And this is the one that popped out when I hit my face. The one right next to it is also fake, and that one got chipped diagonally. And yeah, that time, my parents were not as understanding. They didn't feel bad for me. They were just calling me stupid most of the time, and I was like, damn, you know what? That was really stupid.
That was.
Years later, that half tooth, I ended up getting like a bridge. They root canal. They did all this shit. They covered it up pretty much with just like these 3 teeth that were connected. But years later in high school, the one that got chipped in half got infected. So they ended up having to extract it. My face like got swollen. I looked like a camel. It was disgusting. Sadly, I don't have any photos. I think I had like a crisis and I just deleted all my shit from high school, which I do regret sometimes. But they extracted the tooth, they cleaned out the infection, and now I have what I have now, which is the implant, which it isn't supposed to come out, but like a year ago it popped out, and I just haven't gone back to the dentist. I've been lazy. I hate the dentist. That's a really bad thing to say and do, but like I really fucking hate the dentist.
I hate the dentist.
Yeah, and I can't, like, I've never had to have braces, but because I know like the tightening of the braces is one of the worst things. And yeah, like I just hate, but I need to do it. I need to take care of my teeth, because like if I die from like a tooth infection or something, like that'd be kind of embarrassing.
That'd be crazy.
That's something you could totally take care of, you know? But yeah, that's what happened to my teeth. And you know, like now it's a really funny, stupid story, and it's silly, but maybe one day if I get rich, I'll put like a gold tooth there or something. Have something cool, a little memento.
Little like what's it called? The little grill.
There you go.
Bro, did you ever like put like, I remember me as a kid, I used to put
You say foil right now, I'm allowed.
No, not foil. I used to put the gum wrappers. I put the gum wrappers. So I used to put them on my teeth, and I used to be like, I had a grill.
All right, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, bro, it was so funny.
I tried that with foil, and I think I electrocuted myself.
Bro, you probably did.
It fucking hurt.
That's crazy.
Or like went into my cavity or some shit, and it hurt. I just remember it hurting. Because, I was like, now and again.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I mean, while we're on the topic of teeth, so do you, when you're gonna brush your teeth, do you wet your toothbrush first, or do you put toothpaste on first and then wet it?
I don't brush my teeth. I'm just kidding. For me, I do wet my toothbrush and then put the toothpaste. I don't know how bad of an impact that has on brushing my teeth. I know they say don't rinse your mouth out after, because you're not supposed to do that because you wash it all out.
Yeah.
So that's something I started doing. Like I started doing that a while ago.
Yeah, facts.
But I do wash my brush and then put it. But it's because actually at the moment I don't have a little toothbrush cover, which I need to get one. You know, the little covers you put on and you put it on the side.
I don't know. I got this little. When you go in, you'll see it, but it's a little like cover.
Oh,
it covers the whole thing. Like
mine doesn't. So that's why I wet it though, because I'm just like, you know, a little dust parling.
I to this day, and the only reason I bring it up is because the other day, so when I'm in the shower and like, when you live with your partner, you're just like, they can come in and out of the restroom as they please, right? It is. So when I'm in the shower, she's kind of getting ready for wherever we're going, right? I'll be like, hey, can you give me my toothbrush? And she'll put toothpaste on it. But bro, she does not wet it. To me, like dry, huh? She just like so if like I'm showering and I don't see her, she'll just put the toothpaste and then hand it to me. But I can feel that it's not wet, so I'm like, this shit is hurting. Like this shit is not it. But yeah, I'm very much, I rinse the toothbrush, even though it's covered. I don't know, it's always been my thing. But I rinse it, and then I put toothpaste, and then I brush my teeth.
Valid. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong either way. It's probably better not to.
No, I think if you do it, I think if you wet your toothbrush while there's toothpaste on it, like it's bad.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah,
you're not supposed to do that part.
That I stopped doing a long time ago too. I used to hate the taste of toothpaste. So like I would do that, but that was like kid shit, man.
So I mean, you're wearing a Packers hat.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you willing to do to to see the Packers
win their 14th championship?
All right, bro. To win another championship, yeah.
Man, that's a question that has no answer to because
Nah.
there's not a thing I wouldn't do.
Damn.
Hey, man. We're right there too. I'm gonna talk my shit, man. I know we lost last year and the Bears beat us and like blah blah blah. And you guys want to talk all this shit, but we're in the window, bro. We're in that Super Bowl window, which
that game. Okay, now that we're talking about that game, I'm gonna bring it up because I remember I was watching it at Kenny's house. And he's like,
he had the Packers winning. He texted me. I remember.
No, we because again the way the game was going, you guys had it, and
until the second half.
And I remember he said that you texted him, "Hey, so where are we watching?"
Because it was gonna be Packers versus Rams.
Because it was gonna be a Packers versus Rams game, right? And then I remember he told me, and I looked at him when it started going downhill for the Packers. I looked at him and I was like, I guess we're watching it in Cancun.
You fucker.
But I waited. I at least waited till
it was done.
Till
like
it was
fourth
done.
Quarter,
and even then I didn't even I don't think I bothered you about it because bro, I know how heartbreaking
know how hard that is.
All right, bitch. You really gonna bring that shit up? I really do. The fact that bro, my team just lost and I hear people texting me, calling me, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't want to do that shit to you, so I didn't do it. But now that we're talking about the Packers, losing and not getting the 14th ring, to the Bears.
I mean, it happens, man. The Bears had a good team this year. Caleb Williams, as much as I don't like the Bears, he's a good quarterback. He's their quarterback for the future, for sure. The Vikings are the questionable ones in that division right now. Lions are right there, too, but I don't know if Jared Goff's going to do it. I really don't know. But, hey, it's up in the air, man. This year, I really think our team's strong. We're going to have a healthy Michael Parsons. Jordan Love's just been getting better and better.
Michael Parsons.
You can say all you want.
Michael Parsons.
But thank you, Jerry Jones. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, there's people that still consider that the Cowboys won that trade?
We really did.
There's some instances where you can see it that way, but I don't know. Michael Parsons is a generational player, man. I don't know. But Myles Garrett may have broken that record, but I think Michael Parsons is gonna break it too.
You think so? But I mean, while we're also on the topic of football, I just saw that Brandon Aubrey got an extension. Our kicker.
Oh,
the best kicker in the league. He's just the highest paid kicker in the league now. But bro.
But wasn't he trying to sign somewhere else?
So they were, because again his contract was coming up. So they
But he had one more year, right? Oh, yeah. They franchise tagged
him with the intentions of if someone's offering him a better deal, they have a chance to match it.
Yeah.
And bro, but this whole time that I'm again as the season is leading up, I'm like, fuck this. We cannot he's if Jerry Jones fucks us like this, I don't know.
I'll tell you, the kicker is very important in football. The Packers is a team that
we're gonna talk about the 49ers. 49ers got rid of their kicker, because he wasn't
making the easy shots. Because the easy shots. But there's nothing easy about football, bro. Right now, even those little PTAs, they're not easy. Now they've made them a lot more harder.
Hell yeah, but
it's intimidating. It's scary. The Packers had issues with that all year last year, and they're just trying to get back. We used to have Mason Crosby for so long where it was just automatic, but now it's is he gonna make this 17-yard field goal? It's fuck, he might miss this and we might lose the game, which happened a lot last year. Happened 3 times last year, actually.
Bro, remember when obviously you remember when the Packers and the Cowboys played each other. You were like, oh, this is an easy dub. We got, Michael Parsons going back to Dallas. I'm gonna tell you right now, we tied, but the Cowboys took that dub.
You know what? I'll give you that one. Funny enough, I was in Dallas when that happened, and my girlfriend's she's from Dallas. Her dad is a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, and I was talking my shit over there too. I actually have a photo with both of us. I was in my Packer gear, and he was in his Cowboy gear, and we're just standing like this right next to each other. It was on the day of that game, and then we watched the game. We went to some place to eat, but we went a little too early. We ate whatever. We got really tired, so we went home. We just watched the game at home. Bro, tell me why. I was in my girlfriend's mom's townhouse. They're upstairs trying to go to sleep and shit, and I'm in front of the TV freaking out
because it was
Sunday night
game.
It was Sunday night game. It was we scored, you guys scored, we scored, you guys scored, we scored, you guys scored, and it was going back to back to back, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, it should have been an easy one, should have been, at least like a nail biter till like the fourth quarter, but that shit just kept going and going and going.
Like you said, like I was coming back from Vegas. So I was coming back from Vegas when that game was going on.
Like on the road? You're on the road?
No, I was flying back.
Oh, okay.
First of all, fuck driving to Vegas. I enjoy.
That's the only way I've been to Vegas.
I don't mind the drive there. The drive back is what kills me all the fucking time. But so we were on our way back from Vegas, and so we're sitting there, and this is when like you guys are just in there. I think it was 20. I think it was like 3-0 when the plane took off and I lost signal, right? Bro, when I landed, it was 21-3.
Yeah. I think we were up a little bit.
You guys were
up. Then you guys just got
and then I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm not
the second half is when
I was like, I'm not going to hear the end of this game. I'm not going to hear the end of this shit. I already know it because, again, our friendship and the way we talked to each other.
It was a big Michael Parsons return, too.
Exactly.
Dallas, we're like, oh, we're going to spank you.
Yeah, right? So it was one of those that I was just like, nah, I can't. This shit's, it can't happen. But then it slowly started coming back, and I was like, and I remember calling you that day, and I was like,
what happened, huh?
Yeah, what happened? We took it down,
Girlfriend's dad said the exact same thing. He said, what happened, huh?
We had nothing. We had nothing.
And I won't lie, yeah, you guys had no players either. You guys had Dak Prescott. George Pickens went off that
First
game.
Of all,
and fucking
Dak Prescott.
CeeDee Lamb, too. CeeDee Lamb
had this past season that just happened.
He had a good season.
Amazing season.
Yeah.
He probably one of. But again, I think it had a lot to do with his. And I tell this to people that ask me about it. It had a lot to do with his injury from 2 years ago when he broke his ankle, like really, really bad for a playoff game. From then, bro, like the thing about it is that these people they have to heal, and again, you being an athlete, a professional athlete, you have to heal right away. If not, the next person behind you is going to take your spot. Yep. So for those 2 years that he was doing, I mean, I'll admit it, bad. He was playing like shit, but he was recovering. He was recovering from that injury, and now thankfully he's back to being. Why the fuck did they send me the same video? He's now back to being a much better quarterback. Yeah. A much better quarterback that is now putting the ball the way it needs to go.
No, for sure. I wasn't a big fan of his, but definitely he's like established himself as a top tier quarterback, in my opinion, yeah. And like, I hate the Cowboys. I'll always hate them. I don't think I'll hate a team as much as I hate the 49ers though.
Facts. I think everybody so much. I think my boy from last week, he's a big 49er fan and
trash organization.
Whack. But
just yeah, athletes definitely take a toll on their bodies. People, they probably do realize or don't, but football is the most physical sport of all of them. I think every sport has like one key thing that's like about that sport. I think football is toughness. I don't know, physicality. For baseball, I think longevity, because it's 162 games, and like same with them. It's like they're playing every day. They're playing 4 or 5 times in a week. It's 3-hour games every day. It's crazy. Basketball, it's consistency. Like, it's hard to stay consistent. 82 games a year. Like, hockey, too. I'm not a big hockey guy, but go Kings. And that's physical as fuck, I would imagine, too. Like, just...
Bro, can you imagine if they let all these sports fight? Like, the way they let hockey fight? Can you imagine how...
Football would be fucking insane, honestly.
I would definitely... I mean, I watch every game already that is on TV that I can watch. But, like, can you imagine how much more entertaining this game will be?
I'd love to go to a game or, like, a hockey game with Kaylee and Kenneth. Because they started going, like 2-3 years ago. Uh-huh. And, like, I watched their stories and I'm just like, damn, that looks fun. And I wanted them to explain it to me, too. It's like, why can they fight? Like, what's that about? I heard it's just, like, that's just rule.
Yeah,
it's just to get it out of the way and just like, all right, now go to the penalty box and wait a minute or two and then come back in. Crazy stuff.
But fuck. I mean, my dogs is over here somewhere. But our dogs finally met for the first time. 2 weeks ago? About a week ago. Bro, that song used to be hard.
Bro.
Bobby
That
Shmurda?
shit was in everyone's head.
Everyone.
Everyone was saying that. Just like they say 6'7" now. It's
you know what? The kids have actually stopped. I feel like, bro.
Now, yeah. Actually,
but I think
more recently.
It died. Everything dies down as soon as like us adults start getting the hang of it. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So
I've heard a lot of adults say that shit, and I just look at them like,
exactly. Somehow you're just But
our beautiful dogs finally met.
Yeah.
And they at first, honestly, Emma was saying too, you were worried.
I definitely was because of the whole. Again, let's be quite honest. Vet bills are not cheap. Mm-hmm. Vet bills are not cheap. So my biggest thing when he meets another dog,
don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, please.
Is either way.
Yeah.
Either way, because again, at the end of the day, like let's say my dog attacks your dog and it goes into and my dog's not aggressive at all like that, but like lately he's been on he's been on some shit where he wants to like fight big ass dogs, but at the end of the day, like let's say my dog decides to defend himself or whatever, or vice versa, right? These like I would think like, hey, I'm not like if my dog fucks your dog up, like if my dog's the one that antagonized it, and I would feel like, I have to pay not only my vet bill but your vet bill, and I'm like, that shit's expensive.
If you don't watch Judge Judy, I'll tell you right now, that's exactly how it goes. Because if that's your dog, you don't have him leashed up, and your dog hurts someone else, it's your fault.
No, facts.
Yeah.
But
that's always how it goes.
Exactly. But that's my thing. And like, so I don't want to do that. And then but again, a lot of people don't, even if I do have them on a leash, like a lot of people aren't very like, let me take care of your vet bill because my dog.
Yeah, my dog fucked your dog.
Yeah,
for sure. They'll be like, it's your fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, why did you bring him out? Like, I'm like, bro, come on. But, so that's my biggest thing is just like the vet bill. Mm-hmm. The having to pay that shit because not a lot of vet people do afterpay, and it's a pricey thing to pay for.
It's expensive being a parent
for
which I've learned.
A dog parent.
I say it's worth it.
Definitely, bro. I was telling my boy the other day, like I never had pets, not even a goldfish, like nothing like that, till I got also. And like, bro, like I remember I used to make fun of people being like, "Oh, why do you care about this animal so much? Like it's just a dog. Like, get over it, right?" Yeah. But now, look at me now, and Big I'm like, Daddy. Bro, fuck. Like,
thankfully,
does he's got food? Does he got water? Does he walk? Like all that shit, bro.
He's at home not doing anything. He's probably depressed, scared.
Yeah. No, well, thankfully,
your dog's pretty chill. Those are my worries with my dog.
Thankfully, I leave my dog with my mom. So, and that happened about like a year ago too, when I went to Guatemala. After that, that's when I started leaving him with my mom, and because my mom's retired, she doesn't drive no more, and so I'm like, she's like, oh, you can just leave him here. So they keep each other company. So thankfully, I got my mom to be able to
watch him at least whenever.
Watch him when I need to, so I don't leave him alone. But there's times where he does stay alone. But for the most part, he doesn't stay alone by himself. But
thankfully, our dogs got along.
Yeah,
they were having a time. Like my dog is a stray, and we got him like just a year ago. I think it's gonna be a year soon. And, we didn't know how he is with other dogs. And we've taken him to the dog park more recently in the past couple months. And he's very afraid of cars. He was, like, tied up to a fence and left there for we don't even know how long. But when he was rescued, like, he was traumatized from that is what we think. Because when we take him out, like, it's difficult for him to walk. He wants to run back in because he's scared of cars, bikes, anything with wheels, wheelchairs. He just whimpers. But thankfully they got along, and he gets along with dogs. Funny enough, he don't really fuck with people, which is funny. People will like be like, "Oh my god, he's so cute," and he like looks at him and just walks away. And I'm like, "Oh." Okay.
That's the crazy thing. So he gets along with all the animals, people, humans, animals.
He gets along a little too well with the animals. He was all over Billy. Billy was like, "All right, you're doing a little too much."
You know what's crazy is that if the crazy thing about that is that if a dog matches his energy, he's like, "All right, I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want this shit."
All right, back up, bro.
Yeah, like back up. I don't like this shit. But like. Because I've taken him around other dogs, and other dogs that match his energy, he's like, all right, I'm over it. I'm done. I don't want this shit.
Yeah.
But when they don't match his energy, they're like Billy, where like, all right, I'm over it already. that's when they're like,
He's like,
he's there. He's in
I'm
there.
gonna keep bugging you.
Exactly.
That's funny.
But
Dogs
yeah,
are hilarious, man. But I couldn't live without my little guys. This past year has told me anything is that like I think I needed my dog because like I feel like it's only really helped my relationship. It's helped me with like more personal goals and thing like really realign with like what I want to do, what I need to prioritize and such.
Thanks.
And it feels nice. It feels nice like maybe down the line we'll have kids or something, but like right now I don't really want a kid. But a dog is more than enough.
Facts. No, very much so.
Caprice wants a second dog, funny enough. And
you know what's crazy?
We might do it, honestly.
You know what's crazy is that
You giving up also or what?
no, hell no. I'll give up my whole lifestyle before I give this boy up. Like that's how much
That's
I
a dad
care.
right there.
That's how much I care about that dog. But no, yeah, I would, bro. That shit's not it for me. I wouldn't. Bro.
It's crazy how it changes.
So because my dog has seizures. I don't know if you knew that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so he has seizures. He's on medication, thankfully. But bro, like the first, like M can tell you, like the first time he had a seizure, bro, I absolutely like lost. Like I didn't know what to do. I was scared. And she thankfully has had dogs in her life to where it's like she can be, kind of okay in the sense of like dealing with some of the things, like
dealing with an emergency or seeing them in despair,
trying to be calm,
because it's scary. It's the same with like a baby. When you see them like choking, you just like start panicking. You're like, oh fuck, what am I?
You know what's crazy is that like I can be more calm with people because I've had some instances where people need medical emergencies, whether it's been on my chair or been in the job I used to do, which was working with kids. Like I can be calm there, and hold my own. But when it comes to like also, I just can't. It's hard. Yeah. So you're a man of many hats, many talents.
Yeah. Something like that.
Right. I know you've done horror nights. So how did you get into horror nights? First of all, it's crazy that I didn't get one of these because
I didn't have a lot of these. These were given to cast members. This is the latest maze I worked at.
Okay.
The little scarecrow one.
Okay, so
but I'll walk you along.
How did you get in? How did you start? How was your experience there?
Yeah. Shout out Universal. Horror Nights. I signed up for it originally. I think like it was like 2020. I think probably 2019, like the end of 2019, because my first year was supposed to be 2020, but obviously COVID happened in March. So I had signed up for the year before, but when COVID started and shutdown happened, they canceled Horror Nights, so they didn't do it that year. But the following year came along, and it was a couple months removed when things were getting a little better, back to a doable amount where we could interact with each other and such. And they started sending emails for the next year, which was 21, which was my very first year. And it was just pretty much they had seen my application from 2019, and they were like, oh, we saw you applied. Do you want to apply again for this upcoming year? Because, like, we didn't do it the past year. And, yeah, I was like, this seems like a really cool, interesting thing. I thought it was, like, interesting to be an actor or not really. I consider performing, obviously, because, acting to me is words, is talking. And there we don't talk. There's very few roles who do, but there it's mimicking, it's like pretending like you are. There's a lot of performing. It's very physical, and just that experience, honestly one of the best ones, because I've met some of the coolest people I've met in my life. I met my girlfriend through there.
Oh really? Okay. I was wondering how
it all started. That first year I applied, though, normally you have to try out, and they have you, do like a course, and it's like a scare academy, they called it. And they used to have like a big thing where they invite everyone who they've hired, and we all go into Universal, like the Hilton or whatever, the little hotel they have next there. And they get us in the auditorium, and like they talk to us about this year and like the mazes, the costumes, like all the shit. They stopped doing that more recent, like 2022, they stopped it. But 21, they did it. And I remember going and just being like, kind of shown this world. And when you go there, they talk. Obviously, there's people who've done it for years since they started in '98. I think they started where they had like 4 houses only. Now they do like 15 or 12 or whatever. But it was I applied and I got casted immediately because before I had long hair and I had a mustache and I was casted in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre maze, the 2021 rendition. So that one was about the original movie and I was casted as what was his Nubbin Sawyer? He was the Leatherface's brother, the guy with the green shirt and long hair. And I looked just like him, so they didn't even have me try out. They said you look like him, so I didn't have to wear a wig or anything like. They just said just go. Damn. You just put he has like a birth scar on his face, so they just paint that on and then I was done. But yeah, that year I just applied, and every year since I have returned. I started off as a scare actor first 2 years, and in the third year is when I started getting into stilts because I had talked to people there, and I saw there's obviously the super tall performers who walk around the park. Some of them do that. Some of them are in mazes, and I got really into that because I thought it was a really cool thing. They also get paid more, so I was like, if I'm gonna do this, the schedule for Horror Nights is insane. It's we start in September, but like we do a couple practice days from August to the beginning of September, so it's like maybe 4 in between. So that's when we'll see each other. You get acquainted with everyone, you practice or whatever. But when you get in it, September is Thursday to Sunday. The earliest you'll get there is like 3. Some people have to get there 3. Some people get there 4 or 5. It really depends on where you're at too. But like for me, that first year I was getting there at 3 p.m. I wouldn't get out till 3 a.m. Thursday to Sunday, hours? And then October it's Wednesday to Sunday. So like as you would imagine, it takes over your schedule. It's like it's a thing. And Caprice, I think you should definitely bring it up. Excuse me. When you talk to her, like she would tell you, I didn't go out too much, but like the parties and the shit that people will get into after that, like just getting crazy lit at 3 a.m. or after work it looked fun. It's a little too much for me, but it looked crazy. But yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle. I gotten more into stilts though now. That's what I do. I'm not too sure if this year I will be back, just because it is a lot. There's a lot of things I'm trying to balance. But this past year I was at the Scarecrow Maze, which there's a crow on here. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, it was a really tall crow with a top hat, and I've met some of the coolest people in my life there. Really, really the coolest people that I, share kind of my everyday doings with. And Caprice too. I met her there. She would do the security watching though. So she watches the cameras, make sure people aren't messing around with the sets or messing around with the actors and such. And we kind of made a little connection from there. And yeah, man, that's my experience. I love it to death. Scare acting is crazy. It's insane. It's kind of stupid, but it's cool because they pay you to scare people, and you're just there all day, and it kind of consumes your life for 2 months, and then it's over. And then, people look forward to it right when it's over, which is cool. It's cool. They have one in Las Vegas too that they opened. It's like year long, that one though.
Oh damn!
There's a couple of people who've left from here and they went to go work. Like there's one of the stilt walkers. He's like there now and he does that all year and it's really cool. It's really cool. I haven't been able to go to it, but it's.
Would that be something you would do? Like
I don't know. And then the situation has to be right for me. Because honestly, like performing is fun. Like I really love it, especially as a stilt performer. I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever done. Because like you're super tall. You're obviously like one of the coolest ones. It's kind of. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. It's kind of just said you're kind of the coolest one because you're the tallest one. You're the biggest guy. You get the most elaborate outfits most of the time. So yeah, I think it's incredible. I love it.
And then like okay, so I know for obviously there was stilts. I mean there's stilts, but I know for a while there was. I mean this was a while ago too, but I remember there used to be people that used to slide and like bring all these sparks. Whatever happened to those people? Yeah. Do you know?
With Universal, I'm not too sure if they ever had that at their park. They maybe did like early on.
They did,
but
well, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because I know Six Flags does that now.
I think they when I was in Universal, I think the first time I ever went to Horror Nights was in like 2014-ish.
Oh yeah.
So it was a long time ago.
Those are great years though.
Yeah.
They had like the lineup, some of the houses. That's one thing I regret. I started going like 2018, like as a guest.
But I only went once. Like I only went that one year, and then I think I've only gone like 2 or 3 times. Like 2 or 3 times.
Before I started working, I went like maybe 4 times in total, which was great though. Like the houses they had were some of the coolest. I missed out on like American Werewolf in London or Alien vs Predator. Like those are cool as fuck. Or Silent Hill. I would have loved to have been one of those characters. But yeah, it's just a great experience. Something like if I could do that every day, yeah, I totally would. Because while it's like tiring and such, like that's something I do find like fun in, and yeah, like a passion for it. Like it's fun to scare people. Honestly, I know. I mean, you can kind of guess like creeping up behind someone going boo. It gives you like a sort of
Especially if you're like, bro, like, so I forgot what class. I think I took a class in in college. I think it was a psychology class. But apparently, like, there's a science to like scary movies because even though like you know what's gonna happen, you know what people are gonna pop up, right? But the simple sound of you hearing the scary sound, that's when you kind of know you're like, oh, something's gonna come up, something's gonna come up, like what's gonna come up. But again, even though that you know that you're gonna get scared, it's one of those things. It's
absolutely.
crazy.
Like even it still happens now. Me and Caprice just watched The Mummy, which came out I think last weekend, and there's just moments in that movie's really nasty. I'll tell you right now, it's like it's gross. There's some nasty shit in that movie,
Bro, I think the last Mummy movie I saw was the one
with Brendan Fraser with The Rock and shit.
Yeah, I think that's the
super
last
old one. Yeah,
one. I think that's the last one.
Now this new one is like it's a retelling, so it's like it's one of those what is it? I guess like legacy sequels, but I wouldn't even really consider it that because it doesn't have a connection to anything. But it's nasty. It's done by a different guy, so like the way he envisioned it is crazy, but it's cool. I liked it. I thought it was gnarly. I lost my trail of thought of what I was saying, but
the sound and the Mummy.
Yes, the Mummy. Even recently, when we were at the theaters, like it's the tension, it's the building, and that's like I say it all the time, but like when a movie can make you feel something, even like something like that, like scared, it's like you know it's a good movie. Like I feel like that's such a crazy art form.
And you watch a bunch of movies.
Yeah, I watch. It's literally like my life because as I said earlier, smoking weed and watching a movie is like one of my favorite things. I've done that with like The Godfather. I remember I did that. I smoked like 2 blunts in between the first and second Godfather. And then I think I watched the third one with the third blunt, and it was an all day thing. That was a really fun day. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it just enhances the experience. It's really like I lock in, I focus. I'm the type of guy like I really don't like being on my phone, especially when I'm watching something. But that's why like I really like carving out that time for me. It's like, oh, I'm interested in watching this. Like I'm gonna not do anything else and just watch this. But I love it. Just like art, like anything really. If it can make you feel something, I think it's truly special. And like, you know, I've had movies that made me cry, made me laugh, made me cry from laughing, and made me feel lonely, made me feel sad. And like, I feel like those movies, it's just beautiful, really, really. Like directors like Martin Scorsese or Guillermo del Toro or, you know, there's
who also is a really good actor a good director that I really like, and it's just because his movies just get me thinking, is Jordan Peele and who's that other one that has that plays Medea? Tyler Perry.
Tyler
Perry is a really
Tyler Perry is a tycoon. He's a billionaire now. After a couple years ago, but he has his own production company. Like that's why his movies are just made.
But like his movie, I don't know if you knew this, but like like you know all these people hire like different races, different cultures, different. But he hires for his movies primarily black actors,
yeah.
Which is crazy.
Black writers,
yeah. So it's crazy to me. Like I think kudos to him for doing that because absolutely. That's you don't really see a lot of that.
You don't really see that prioritized.
Exactly.
I feel like to an extent you do, but like yeah, definitely. I have respect for that.
But even like that, like bro, like I feel like he, because again, a lot of these movies portrayed people at like, to say like black people as bad people, you know. Yeah. Which I've met a bunch of black people and they're really nice, really down to earth, beautiful people. But like I like that Tyler Perry makes them more than just the bad guy, the bad person. Yeah. They make him a good person because again, just like the way I always tell people is like no race has a perfect person. Mm-hmm. Everyone just like with everything in life, everything has its own flaw and its own little downside. Mm-hmm. But like there's also beauty in whatever it is that they do, because again,
we're all human.
we're all human.
We're all human. We all live different lives, different experiences, and that's one thing. Like that's one of my favorite type of movie when it's about a person and you just kind of see them or you just kind of watch them. And like sometimes it'll be about a bad person, sometimes it'll be about a good person, sometimes it'll be about a person who's like in between. Their decisions make you think like, oh, this guy's kind of slimy, or this person's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But then like you know, or something's put into context and you're just like, oh, I see why they did that. You know, it's like it's stuff like that that I think it makes filmmaking such a beautiful art form.
No, very
like
true.
absolutely, and that's something I hopefully wish to, or hope to really get into. I'm still like really planning on my life, but that's something like in all honesty, like I obviously I see myself chasing that like till the day I die, like working on set, whether it's like directing or writing or acting, like whatever. I just think like being around a set is like one of the funnest experiences that I've had because I did some background acting aside from Horror Nights. Like I've done background acting.
Really?
I've
How'd
been
you
on
get
set.
into that?
That funny enough, a guy who I worked with at Horror Nights kind of got me more into it, and he got me at an agency, and they would like book me on stuff. So I was like on the background of a couple HBO shows. I was in
Really?
Barry too. Yeah,
Really?
there's a couple, but
Yeah,
it's
now
really
now I'm really gonna have to watch Barry.
It's
I'm about to
literally
be like deep dive in, like
literally, it's just like the camera moving, and you just see my head or you see my hair. That happened in You remember there was a movie called AI that came out? It was about evil AI or a house that's like evil AI. John Chu is in it. The guy from Harold and Kumar, the Asian guy. No, it was on Netflix. But I was in that movie. We filmed at Palisades High School, and that one is so. It comes to my head because you can actually see me in the commercial. Like you can see me for a second, and that was like the first time I was able to spot myself in something, and I was like, damn, that felt funny because it's literally just like a little. I think the camera like looks at the main character who's next to me or like in front of me, and I'm in the background, and I just look up and I go, or something like that, and it's
do you still get like calls?
No. Well, I had an agency, so they would like book me, but you have to like pay for them. It's a service, which it helps because sometimes they just text you and they're like, hey, show up this day, and you're like, it's cool. But a big thing on that, and obviously like with the strikes that happen, and right now with AI, like a lot of background work has been dead, honestly, for like a couple years, to me at least. I know I have some friends who have been able to get on stuff, but it's a very like specific group, very specific type of person, and it's something like just like acting, it's something that's really hard to like maintain or live off of. Because for me, if I wasn't working at least 4 days a week, like it's a lost week. Like it's tough to live off it because we get like for background acting, it's like $200 a day, 200 something a day.
Oh damn.
So you know it's not terrible. You know if you work that like 4 times a week, yeah, it's a good week. But if you only do 2 days, it's like damn.
$400.
And then you still have to kind of keep your days open because like in case they need you for something else, or if you go like work at your other job and then they call you, you're just like, oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, it's a funny lifestyle. But another thing is like there's so many different facets to get into that industry that you know it's not only one way in there. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of trying to find like what's my best way to get into doing something I like. Because right now I'm working 2 jobs. I'm just trying to pay a bunch of bills and like.
Trying to be an adult.
Yeah, I'm adulting, but
adulting.
Something like my girlfriend has talked to me about. It's like, what's the goal? You know, like where am I working towards? What do I want to do? And you know, I have hobbies and stuff I love to do, but like hunkering down and being like, this is what I want to do. I need to do. I want to go to school for. I want to do this, whatever. Or I want to focus on this. Is like, you know, it escapes me. But hopefully we'll find something because you know, I'm trying to. I see like a lot of our friends are, you know, educated, they gone to school, they did their time, and now they're out living their lives. And like honestly, I have so much respect for them because like it shows me like you can do whatever you want with your life. You know, it doesn't matter how late you start, and that's one thing like I hope people can kind of get more accustomed to, because I think like in today's day and age with like the influencer stuff we were talking about earlier, it's like everyone wants to make it and they want to do it right now, but like they don't understand like some things take time.
The thing about it, bro, and what I think it is that a lot of people think it's a race, and honestly, it's not really a race. It's a marathon, bro. It's a matter of how you pace yourself, how you take yourself. Like, bro, I know, like, bro, there's times we're in a world of it's an algorithm, you know,
social media,
everything
for the worst, for the better and worst has
definitely because like, bro, like
life's crazy.
I can like on social media and on like YouTube and all that, I can see the numbers and I see like. And that, bro, it just trips me out, you know, and what it could be, how much it could be, and like it just kind of deteriorates. You know, it kind of brings you down. But like again, I've seen.
I think it deteriorates like aspiration.
Yes.
Like people like that want to do something, but they're just like, oh fuck, if I'm not gonna be able to do this in 3 months, like I don't want to do it. I don't want to put in the time, and it sucks because like social media, like it definitely amplifies like that. Oh, you're failing. Oh, you're not a millionaire. You're failing. You're 28. You're almost 30. You're failing. You're 30. You're almost 35. You haven't figured out your life. You don't have a house. You don't have a car. You don't have.
You know
like,
what
you're
it is
failing.
though. I think it's a lot of our old school like our traits from our the people that came before us. You know, because again, you think of it and you're like, oh, you're 30 something. You're this age. Like, oh, you're still not doing what you need to do. Oh, you're still not settled. Like, bro. Back then to what it is now, it's two different worlds.
Absolutely.
And like, bro, like, and that's kind of where I had to get like have to get myself out of that headspace of like, damn, like you're not where you want to be, but wait, but you've done all these achievements already. So you just gotta. It's like I said, it's not a race. It's more of a marathon, and you just gotta see it that way because. The way I think of it is like if you did better than what you did last year, you're already winning.
Yeah, or you're on a good path.
You're on a good path, yeah.
For sure. Cause you're definitely like right. People just they wanna always see themselves at like the top, which is normal. It's normal, and I guess that does go back to what you say, like that our ancestors and people before us, like that's what was kind of implemented in our lives, and that's how we kind of have to live. But it is important to like slow down and like give yourself grace and give yourself like, damn, I am doing a lot. Damn, I am working hard. Like even though I'm not where I want to be, like I'm still pushing and I'm pushing through all this bullshit. Cause man, like shit happens every day. Shit happens every day, whether it's like financial or with your car or at work or whatever, family, friends. Life's difficult.
Exactly.
Life's difficult, man.
Life has a way of getting you.
We're all on our different paths, but like honestly, as long as you're hunkered down and you're willing to like figure it out, you'll figure it out eventually. And it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be in a year, might not be in 2, 5, 10. But like, this life is what you make it, and as long as you're pushing for what you want, things will happen. Things can happen. They might not happen the way you want them to, but. It's always there for anyone to take, really.
We're back. We took a little break. I had to charge the computer, and we had to use the bathroom real quick. But we're back. We're back. So you're a big. I mean, I know your girlfriend does a lot of. Your partner does a lot of rollerblading. Roller skating. Roller skating. Okay, sorry, because I know there's a difference. Yeah. There's a difference. I didn't. But okay. But do you ice skate? Have you ever ice skated?
I have ice skated. Funny enough.
Yeah.
She's the one who kind of got me into roller skating. But ice skating, I had Celeste actually took me for one of her senior events when she was in high school. And honestly, I was pretty good.
Where'd you guys go?
There's a place up in Santa Clarita, I think, and they have like an ice rink, and they had like a bunch of other stuff I think you could do there, but I think mainly was their ice rink. Well, and it was like for the whole class, so I went with a bunch of her high school friends and her and everything. It was fun. It was my first time, and I was a baller. Honestly, I was fucking like ice skating like Blades of Glory and shit. I was trying to do spins and stuff, but like I couldn't land those.
Shit.
But I was surprised with how good I was, and yeah, like. So I was surprisingly good at ice skating. Roller skating, though.
That's a whole
at the beginning, I was not that good. I busted my shit so much.
Bro, well, did you so we have a ice skating rink right here, like, by El Taurino.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The King's facility, right?
Yes. So, bro, again, that thing, before it even became the King's facility, it was a very, like, that's the only ice skating, again.
Yeah, the only one around here, at least.
Exactly. And, bro, I was just seeing not too long ago that they're trying to demolish it. They're trying to get rid of it.
Really?
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, damn, like so many memories. I haven't gone in a minute because again, injuries happen and shit is expensive. But I'm like to me, that's just one of those.
It's a staple in Panorama.
Exactly.
You pass by, like it's right next to El Taurino. Like
exactly.
The big black and silver building.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's crazy. So I didn't know
they're trying to demolish it, and it's crazy to me.
Just goes to show you how like how gentrified and like they try and repurpose these iconic buildings and such. Like this is, I don't know, this is a little one because it's like a king's like training facility. It's a tiny little thing, but you know, like it means something to some people. For me, like I haven't lived in Panorama in a while, but when I passed by there, like that was always something I looked at.
Exactly.
You know, it's just cool.
No, the
Yeah,
facts.
that's crazy.
So quick. You got Do you have a go-to meal at In-N-Out? Like something that you're like
what I get on my burger?
Yeah, like what you like, what's it for you?
Recently, I've been getting a lot more. So no, I'm lactose, so I normally don't eat cheese.
Bro, I don't. That shit don't stop me.
I'm fucking betted.
Bro, that shit don't stop me for shit.
No, but more lately, I've been, I guess, microdosing a little cheese. So like, I'll get a double single, and that's like one slice of cheese instead of two. Okay. And then I'll ask them to just put half of that cheese. That shit's perfect. But
bro, I don't know. I can't.
If you want, I have 2 orders for you. The things you can get on your burgers that I think is like the best thing there for my non-cheese eaters. Double meat, animal style, with raw chopped onions and chilies. That shit is gas.
You said wait, so one more?
Double meat. Okay. There's no cheese. 2 meat patties.
I can't. I mean, you already lost.
Okay, no, I'll give you another one with cheese right now.
Okay.
Animal style. Raw chopped onions added and chilies added. That shit gas. It's so good.
But raw chopped onions.
So they'll put grilled onions and then they put raw chopped onions at the bottom of the bun and then chilies at the bottom of the bun too. That shit is fire. You do that, or you could do a double single or a double double, whatever. I just think a double double is way too much cheese for me, personally. For me, double single, you get animal style or mustard fried, whole grill onion, chilies. Gas. So good.
I've never tried it mustard fried.
Mustard fried is the way to go. Damn. They put mustard on the meat patty. They cook it like that, and then they add pickles to your burger. But you can take them off too, and it's fucking delicious. Do that with a regular side of fries. If you want animal fries, sure. But if not, just get regular fries with grilled onion on them too. That's another.
So you know, really so I just not too long ago found out that when you ask for animal style fries, the thing they charge you for, they're essentially charging you for is the cheese.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That's what they charge, yeah. Because the onion and all that shit, like, that's free. Like, they just add it. Same with, like, the size. It's like, if you go to McDonald's, Burger King, if you want extra tomato, extra lettuce, anything, like, they charge you for it. No, they don't. They just give it to you.
Oh,
you can ask for, like, 4 sides of lettuce. They'll give it to you. They might, if you ask for a lot, they'll probably be like, okay, that's a little bit. But,
that's
like,
a little too much.
If you want extra stuff, they just give it to you. They don't charge you anything, which is cool. That's one thing I like about it. It's a cool little thing. Fresh food. I will say it's fresh as hell. That's why it's good. Yeah, In-N-Out to me is like, it's a reliable burger. Bro, it's not the best thing in the world. People want to say, oh my god, it's so great, it's amazing. I've had way better burgers. But it is consistent. It's reliable. If you're drunk or if you're hungry late night, you go there, you're great.
You lost.
But hey, maybe I'm biased because I've worked there for years now.
Exactly. You know what it is? That's what it is though. Because you worked there for so long that you eaten it for so long that you're just like, all right, I'm over it, right?
Like, ever since I started working, I have never gone in and out when I'm not working there and be like, oh yeah, I want a double double. Hell no, I don't fucking eat. I don't crave it anymore.
Bro, that's how. Okay, so you know, I used to work before when I used to work at Costco. Everyone was like, oh, you're able to eat all. Yeah, bro.
You worked at Costco.
But I worked all the way in fucking buttfuck over there, but. People were like, "Oh, you gotta eat all this like Costco food, this and that, right?"
You get the pizza and shit. You're like,
I'm fucking. I was over that shit. I was like, bro, I want a good cooked meal. Like, bro, that shit was not it for me. But yeah, no. Now that I'm out of Costco, now I'm a little more like, I'm down, you know. But like,
no, that's definitely it for me. But I still like, for me, every time I work a shift, I get a free burger. So like, I get one every day. And it's good to me. That's what I eat every day. I switch it up though, obviously, because you get tired of the same thing. I've made so many different concoctions, but those are my favorite too. The regular fry, or you put a grilled onion on that, and for me, the 7-Up is good. Your gravy with that. Yeah, that's my go-to. Those are my go-to. Okay. I do some days like I'll switch it up. I'll try different things. I'll do like tomato, ketchup, mustard only, and like no lettuce, no tomato. All this different stuff, just to try a little different. I've had carne asada fries. I made that. I get
Is
meat
that a
patties.
thing?
No, you have
Oh.
to make them on yourself.
On your own.
If you want to order it, you just order like the meat patty on the side. You have to like chop it up and do it yourself. But like working there, a little different. You know, I just chop it up, do it on the side or wherever. Yeah, just throw it on fries, put all my shit on top.
Concoctions and all that.
It's disgusting, but hey, it's food and it's free, so.
That's just bomb to me. I don't know what you're talking about, but favorite actor. Let's go with favorite actor. You can give me. I mean, I've been doing this for the past with the past couple guests. Let's do a Mount Rushmore of favorite actors.
Okay, that's
all
four.
time.
That's 4, right?
It's 4. It's 4.
Paul Newman. If you don't know any of the guys, look them up. There's some iconic.
Bro,
actors,
first of all,
some
a lot of these actors that people like because you know names.
Yeah,
bro.
I know names. For sure, I know names.
You like for me, you have to tell me
What movie
what they came out in or who they acted on, like because I won't know who the fuck you're talking
Paul
about.
Newman.
Bro, like for a while, I didn't know who like the guy that played Harry Potter. I didn't know
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know his name. I knew him as Harry Potter.
That was kind of hilarious.
Oh
well. Paul Newman. I don't know what's like his biggest movie. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. It's an old like cowboy movie. He's been in a lot of other stuff, but like I don't think it's things that you've seen. The Color of Money. He's been in The Hustler. He's an old time actor from the 60s. He started 60s, 70s. He died in like 2000, but he was an all time great. Daniel Day-Lewis. He's one of them. He's more recent. He retired a couple years ago, but he came back out and he acted in something else. He was in There Will Be Blood. Phantom Thread was a little more common. More recent movies.
Okay.
That's 2.
He kind of reminds me a little bit of who's that actor that came out in the Joker, the most recent.
What's his face? Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, he looks. He gives me some similarity.
I see that.
Okay, you said so. You said Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Paul Newman. It's so tough because I personally, as big of a movie fan I am, like. I love movies. Like if you were to ask me my favorite movies, which I think that question's coming up, like I have a few that I like, a lot of movies that I like that are my favorite. Actors though, like it's tough because I really do appreciate stuff that like Ryan Gosling recently. I saw him in Project Hail Mary. You know Ryan Gosling, come on, right? But Ryan Gosling, one of my favorite. The Nice Guys is one of the funniest movies ever. His shit is just hilarious. But I wouldn't put him on Mount Rushmore. He was just an example. I don't know. Those are 2 good ones.
You gotta give me 2 more.
I gotta do more, huh? I guess I should have actually thought about this. Denzel Washington is one of the all-time greats.
Training Day.
Training Day is one of the greatest movies ever. You know the guy who did that movie? He's doing the Michael Jackson movie that's coming out.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That movie's gonna be crazy.
I want to watch that one, by the way.
Caprice is. Yeah, she's ready for that.
I'm down. For
I'll
that
say
one.
Denzel Washington and you know what? Javier Bardem. Javier Bardem, he was just in Dune. He was in No Country for Old Men. The fuck ass haircut as Anton Chigurh, I think his name is in the movie. Yeah. Those are just,
okay. You know
those are
exactly.
just
He
top.
came out in The Good Wives. No, this is a whole different person. I don't know who this is.
But he's an iconic actor. He's he's made a lot of Spanish movies too. He's married to Penelope Cruz, who's another actor too. I have of course, a list of actresses, and I can move those around, but those are some top ones. I like Brad Pitt too. A lot of his older movies are great. We can keep going, but I'll stick with those 4 I gave you. I think that's a good, decent.
All right, we're
bunch.
gonna do a quick this or that.
Okay.
No thoughts. You just whatever you think. Okay. Pozole or menudo?
Pozole.
Tacos or burritos?
Menudo. Burritos. Yeah.
Shots or mimosas?
Mimosas.
Staying in or going out?
Staying in. I'm old, man.
Are you an ass or a boob person?
Ass.
Okay. Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers?
Ooh, Aaron Rodgers.
Damn.
That's who I grew up with. Hey, love Brett Favre, but Aaron Rodgers is my guy.
Okay. Witness 3 Packers Super Bowl or unlimited wealth?
Packers Super Bowl.
Damn.
I'll take that.
Pajamas or onesies?
Do like shorts? Just shorts count? Because I sleep with shorts on.
Yeah.
Is that pajamas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. I get too hot in a onesie.
Being invisible or being able to fly?
Invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not bad. I didn't think of those, but those are easy. Those are easy.
Okay. I mean, before we head out, who's your hero?
My hero. That's a really good question. I have a couple, honestly. But
Give them their flowers.
Definitely my friends, my family. Like, I see so much in everyone. I try to. Um, I think I get along with everyone pretty well. Like, it doesn't really matter if we're strangers or if we're friends or even friends for a year. Like, I get along with people pretty well, and I think like the people that I've brought into my life or who's been in my life, they're there for a reason. Like David, Kenneth, like they were all there because like I needed people, and they were the people who like came around me and brought me into their life, into their family, and like I always say, like family is not just blood. It's not just people you're related to and people you grow up with. Like it's people who you want your family to be, and it's definitely like people like David, Kenneth, you, Caprice, my girlfriend Caprice, my sister Celeste. Like over these past years, like I've gotten to learn more about myself, and like all I've gotten was acceptance and like love from the people around me, and I'm forever grateful for that. And that's the like it's the people in my life every day who are my hero, who inspire me to do more. Really, I always try and be the best person I can, and like I know if I need to like rely on you for something, you tell me all the time. Like if you ever need anything, bro, just let me know. Like,
Yeah.
you're here for me, and I appreciate that. And yeah, it's definitely like the friends and family that I have in my life. Obviously, my mom and dad too. Like, is as a child of immigrants and them coming to this country and like going through the hardships they've gone, the shit they've gone through in life, like drug addiction and homelessness and immigration now with ICE and just the amplification of being worried for your life. It just makes me that much more appreciative for like what they've given me, and it's being here. As much as shitty as this country is right now, and that's my opinion, obviously, but it's just like I wouldn't have the life I would if it wasn't for them, and those are definitely my heroes.
Facts. Appreciate that. No, yeah, no, definitely. You touched on a good amount of points on what makes them family. What you consider family, and what you consider,
Mm-hmm.
But all right, where are you on social media? Where can people find you?
Yeah, I got a little Instagram account. I'm not too on it. I usually use it for friends, but it's Manny with a VV instead of an M. VVANNY underscore
Is that what it
G.
is,
Yes. Did you really? Everyone always calls me Vanny, which I don't mind. It's fine. Or Wanny, but it's an upside down M.
bro? Not you know.
But it's funny. I got that from a movie. There's
I
movie called The Witch.
Uh-huh.
That's how the poster is. It's two upside down V's.
Uh-huh.
It's the Vitch people call it sometimes, but it's two upside down V's. I was like, that looks cool, so I just did it for my name. I use it for my socials and such, and it's
Damn,
stuck.
that's dope.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Now
know
you're gonna
that.
look at it and be like, oh, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, I'm picturing it in my head, and I'm like, oh, that makes total sense now.
Yeah. But you can follow me there. I don't post much. Follow my girlfriend though. She's an artist. She's a drag queen. She does burlesque. Thrift City, Texas, at Thrift City, Texas, on Instagram, on to X, to TikTok. She will be on the show hopefully soon.
Hopefully,
And you
I
guys
can
will
get
be
her on
able
here.
to introduce the world to Pri, and I'm definitely just a bigger part of her management crew, if anything. But yeah, thank you for having me here. This was my first experience, so it was great.
I mean, more than anything, I appreciate you being here, taking the time out of your day to really come out and
Just talk.
Have a vibe with us.
That's
with me.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about this, and I mentioned to you before, but like I just think this is special because it's what you framed out it to me is like you just talking to people who've been in your life, and I think that's such an interesting and cool concept for your podcast. I know you don't really have like a theme of what we're doing here, but I like it. I think looking into like for me, I consider myself a normal guy. I just think I'm
exactly,
a pretty normal guy.
And that was one of my biggest things is when I started this was like I first want to get I want to shine a light on my people that I know, people that I've met along the way that have came into my life and had an impact.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just want to, be able to give them their flowers, because again, when you look at podcasts with people that are like famous, have already done this, doing that, doing this, doing that, right? And eventually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Do I want to have that? Yeah, of course. But I feel like I first want to start with people I know, people I've met along the way, people sure. I've gotten to understand and know and see, because again, they just as much as I deserve my flowers, I feel like my people deserve their flowers as well. Yeah. So that's why these first couple episodes, I want to say a good chunk of these episodes are gonna be people that I've interacted with in my life and I've gotten to know. Yeah.
So we know each other for like 5 years now.
Yeah. Has it
crazy? It's been like maybe been like 4. Honestly, I think it's less than 5, but it's only been that much. Yeah, it has not been that much time.
Damn, that's crazy.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's around that time. It might be 6 years, but it's not much more than that.
When did David come back from Arkansas? Because I think that's when we started kind of.
That was like 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, see? Like 7 years, bro.
I was never good at math.
Bro, 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's 8 years.
Damn. Well, what if you didn't come back in 2019?
Well, then whenever the fuck you did.
That was one, huh?
But, like, even knowing you, like, in general was a very big, like, from the moment we met each other, it was...
Yeah,
clicked.
It was off the bat.
It was off the bat.
Honestly, I don't remember a time where we didn't talk to each other the way we talked to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is great. Like, honestly.
It was amazing.
Like,
and it's super hard to find somebody that can match energies. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you do a very big thing on that.
I try.
But like I said, I appreciate you being here, being able to take time out of your day to hang out with me.
Hopefully, I'll have me back. We'll have more shit to talk about.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
Sure. Get through your first round of people.
Right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be on the lookout. I might just be posting a little more content on Instagram and TikTok. Like I said, appreciate you being out here.
Oh, man. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, bro, that shit hurt my finger.
Sorry, my bad. It's love. It's love.